Hey folks, Roland Martin here. You know, I'm classified kind of as an old school guy, and I've done a lot of power fishing with heavy tackle. But sometimes I'm using light tackle. But I'm in a heavy cover situation, and that's when I rely on my saltwater knot tying experience. My saltwater knot tying experience, there's one knot that's recognized worldwide as the only 100% knot in the whole world, and I use it as a leader for my light line when I'm, say, fishing heavy cover like lily pads and logs and trees, and all I have is, say, spin tackle. Okay, what is that knot? It's called the Bimini twist. Well, the Bimini twist is a 100% knot. Now, I'm going to show you how to tie it with this big, heavy line. This is a great big couple 100-pound test line, but it'll show you how I'm tying it. And so but then I'll show you. Then I'll tie it with the 14-pound test line on this Jimmy Houston Red Man spinnerbait, and I'll show you that it'll break not at the knot, but on the line. It'll break on the line every single time. It's the only 100% knot that I know of. It's 100%. Okay. So to tie a Bimini twist, and this is so important because I've won tournaments this way. I've been in situations where I have nothing but light tackle, and I need to throw that little rapper in that bush. I need to throw that spinnerbait in that over that log. I need to throw that worm on a light rod in that big brush pile underneath the dock. Hey, there's a lot of situations where you have light tackle, but you need that little bitty heavy leader and 100% knot in the process. And the Bimini twist is the answer. Okay, to tie a Bimini twist, I take this line. In this case, it would be lighter monofilament or lighter fluorocarbon, and it would be, and I take about arm's length, about 4 or 5 feet of it. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll twist it. I'm just going to twist it. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21. They recommend 21 times. Now, I want to put it over my foot. Now, you can put it over your knee. You can put it a lot of places, but I'm going to put it over my foot just because it's kind of convenient. And I want the camera to kind of zoom in on this little area right here, because what I'm going to show you is how the twist occurs. The twist occurs by pulling this line over free, to keep pulling it up free towards my foot, and taking my finger. And now taking my finger and coming back with it. See what it's doing? It's twisting it back down the line. It's reeving it on there tight as can be. Now what I do, I take a little half hitch on this leg, tie a little half hitch. The knot's actually tied at this point. I just have to secure the tag end. That's one little half hitch. I usually come to the other leg and make another little half hitch. This only takes about a minute to do when I do it fast. I'm doing it slow for you right now, but this is a pretty quick knot for me. Okay, I do a second half hitch. Okay, then I'll take it off my foot, and I'll come right here. And what we usually recommend doing is making a triple half hitch right here, pulling it up tight. It's a triple half hitch is 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to pull that up tight. Pull it tight. I know. Cut it off. That's a fully tied Bimini twist 9. Now, if I were to tie this on something heavy, this is like a 100-pound test line, and I can't break it. But if I were to tie it on some kind of lure or leader, and then pull real hard, it's not going to break there. You'd think it's going to break there. No, it's going to break up this line somewhere. And I'm going to show you that on this lighter line. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this smaller line. It's just almost the same process. It's the same process, but you won't be able to see it as well because it's so light and thin. I'm just going to go ahead and tie it, and I'll let you imagine what you're seeing. Again, I double my line here. And I double it to right like that. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. They recommend 21 times. I like to put it over my foot. Now again, you won't be able to see this line. I think it's just too light. I'll pull it here in just a second. I'll pull it down. I'm pulling it down the line. I'm pulling it down. And I'm pulling it down, and I'm going to pull back, and I'm going to let it go back. You probably won't be able to see it, but I'm just tying it a regular way. Do the 1/2 hitch on this leg. Do the other 1/2 hitch on the other leg. And now I have a perfectly tied Bimini twist line on a 14-pound test line. I do a little triple 1/2 hitch here. 1, 2, 3, okay? Pull it all tight. No. Cut it to my line. No. What the hell? I have now on this line, you just saw me tie it, I have a perfectly tied Bimini twist line. Now this is now a leader. If you notice, it's hard to see it. Against my shirt, you might be able to see it. That line, that line is doubled, and the Bimini is right there. And this is a double line. It's all twisted as well. And I can take it. Now this is the leader part. This is now, instead of being 14-pound test line, this is now 28-pound test line. This little part right here. So now that big log that the bass is wallowed behind, I'm going to come through this Jimmy Houston spinnerbait through the eye of the hook, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is all you really need because it's a double line, and you can make it a single clinch knot or go a double improved clinch knot. Go through a second time. Pull it up tight. Okay. Now, what I'm saying is now that I have this spinnerbait tied on here, what I'm saying is that when I pull this line and break it, it's not going to break. You'd think it's going to break at the knot. You'd think, well, that's the weakest point. Or the knot's always the weakest point. Well, you know it's not going to break here because this is 28-pound test, and you know it's not going to break there because that's a clinch knot that's 80 or 90%. So that's pretty high. But this is 14. So somewhere along this line, this 14-pound test line, it's going to break. Now, to break it, that's not an easy thing. I'm going to have to secure the spinnerbait somewhere. I'm going to have to secure it on this table, for example. I'm going to put it across the table into the wood right there. Okay? And then I'm going to back up this way. And probably the only way I can do it is let me wind it on something. Let's see. I have that spinnerbait secured on the table, and I need to wrap something here to pull real hard with. And I got this little bitty handle right here on this little sledgehammer, and I'm going to just wind it around the thing real tight like this. I'm going to just wind it around a bunch of times. And now I'm going to pull hard. And I'm going to pull hard, pull hard, pull hard. I'm pulling. Ah, it broke. Now, let's go look at what we got. Let's go look and see what we got here. Remember I said we're going to have 100% knot? We had 100% knot? Oh, look at that. It's not broken there. Look, the knot's fine. The knot's right in place. And you said, well, maybe he cheated. Well, I got some more line left. We could do it again. I put this right here on the thing again, and let me just wrap this again right here as best I can, and see what happens. I got about 4 feet of line. Come on. Let's see where it broke. It fell way over here. Let's see if it broke on that line, on that knot again. Let's see what happened. Oh, look at that. The knot's still there. The knot's still there. The line's a little shorter. I can keep doing this and it'll keep breaking, but it's not going to break with the knot. It just won't do it. So that's the only 100% knot that you can deal with. But here's the thing. Here's a big 8-pound bass around a log, and it's around that log, and the spinnerbait comes through there, and he's got it back underneath the log, and he comes running around like this. That's 28-pound test line right now on that log, 28 pounds. So that little bit of leader, you can tie it longer. I mean, I just tied it for 6 inches, but I can tie it 3-4 feet. I can put it on my leg and come up to my knee, and I can just do all kind of things and make this as long as I want. But the point is, that's 100% knot. And for you light tackle fishermen, when you need the chance of fishing something real heavy and gnarly, where you're doing some power fishing with the bait in those pads and those logs underneath that dock, and you need the strength, you got it with the Bimini twist. So learn how to tie that Bimini twist, and you saw how I did it. Hey, that's the #1 reel. It's helped me out. It's won me some tournaments in the past. So be a power fisherman, but be a light tackle fisherman as well, and learn how to tie a Bimini and kind of do both. We'll see you again soon. Hey, hit that likes button. I really appreciate you watching these videos. They're a wonder. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.